What's up, everyone? S.G.T Stacking here. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody got some plans this weekend. Have some fun with the family. Enjoy the ones you love because life is too short. Today, we're going to be talking about how to invest your first $150. Now, this is a beginner's sort of strategy video, so take it with a grain of salt. These are just my opinions, but today we got some good deals, so I'm here to share those with you guys. Let's begin. Thanks again, everybody, for joining in. If you haven't hit the like, make sure you hit that like, hit that sub. If you're not a subscriber, please, it'll help with the algorithms and all that good stuff. So what we have here today is a purchase I made to help the new stackers, the beginners, the ones that want to get into buying silver, just to help you along the way of what you should be looking for. These, again, are my opinions. Just take them as they are. But I do hope that you get something out of this. So I started with $150, and I am going to be transparent throughout the whole video. So I will show you the receipt so everybody can see it for themselves. Paid cash, of course. Today is April 27th. Is it the 27th? I thought it was the 28th. I don't know. That might be a 28. That looks like a 27. But anyway, it was today, Friday. So we bought 3 silver rounds. Then we bought $4 of four face value of constitutional silver. And then I bought a little miscellaneous things to help with the giveaways and stuff. Just something to put the quarters in. I had nothing but halves and dimes, and I was putting quarters and half flips. So now we got the quarters, make them a little more legit. So let's start with the order I bought these in. So I saw these. Whoops. I saw these in the case, in the local coin shop, and I saw, there's a really nice. So here's the first thing I asked the gentleman. I have somewhat of a relationship with him. He knows me, I know him. I've been there plenty of times. He knows what the stuff I'm looking for. But I just happened to ask him, hey Dan, do you have any silver coins that are close to spot or around spot? He said no. I said, okay, well, let me see what you got. And I pointed at these, and I was like, well, what are these going for? And he said, those are $27.50. I was like, $27.50? Man, to me, that's a really good deal. I mean, that's about $5 over spot right now, 5 or 6, give or take. That's a pretty good deal, because normally if you look at like websites like AppMax or JM Bullion for generics, you're probably paying about $30 and shipping. So, you got to account for that. So, I just bought 3. I thought 3 was a good, for somebody that's just starting, I think 3 is a good starter. You feel the weight, you feel the ounce of silver in your hand, and it gets you motivated. That's how everybody starts for the most part. I mean, unless you hit the lotto or you come across a, good chunk of change and you just go all in. But, for the most part, people start off small. So 3 rounds, 3 silver rounds. Now we call them rounds because they are not backed by any currency. They're just minted by a private mint. And I think these are sunshine minting. There's another fact. These are pretty old. He said they were minted in 1983. I mean, they got a 1985 stamp on there, so I'm not too sure. Maybe I misunderstood him, but nonetheless, they are very beautiful condition. Like I said, I got these for $27.50 each, so that was a steal, I thought, in my opinion. And then I also wanted to diversify, and I say I wanted to, but like if I was a new stacker, I would want to diversify into something fractional. You can go with fractional, 3/9 fine silver, like your quarter ounces, your half ounces, but you're going to be paying a lot of premium for that. And sometimes it can be a lot more premium than just buying a 1 ounce. So I'd probably stay away from those for the most part. Fractional to me would probably be best invested in constitutional silver. These serve like a lot of purposes. So not only does it have actual silver content, but it's like I said, it's fractional. If you needed to break it up later on in life, if something ever happened, you know, it's there. And I say if something ever happened, like if shit hits the fan or anything like that, you know, these are great for bartering. There was a person that asked me, it was a great question. It was a person in the comments that asked me, well, why invest in a silver quarter when you have, you know, the regular quarters, you know, clad quarters? And my response was, and you guys can, you know, share your opinions why you would or what you would have told the person. But, you know, I just simply told them it's because of the content. If shit hit the fan and the dollar went down, this is where the scenario would come in play. Your clad quarter is going to go down in value just like the dollar. The only reason this one would not is because of the silver content in it. And this has been going on for years, you know, for decades. You know, we used to barter with this stuff back in the day, even before I was born, you know, and probably before some of you guys were born. So, you know, history does repeat itself. And at some point, I think, you know, if we ever hit that point, that shit hits the fan point, I think these would be great for that purpose. But I'm not speculating. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying if it did, it serves that purpose. But if not, at least you have silver in them, you know, 90% silver. And I did a video already explaining how you split these up. So, you know, you got 4 quarters right here, and I take 4 dimes right here. That's 3, 4 dimes. That's $1.40. That essentially is an ounce of silver right there by itself. So, you know, just read up on it, see if you're interested in learning more about constitutional, how it works. But I picked up these 4 quarters. You know, I picked up these 3 halves. Now I picked this one up because of how beautiful it was. It's very, very shiny. And I talked to Dan, the not the owner, but he runs the shop. I asked him, how do you tell if, because this looks really clean to me. It looks super, super clean. I was like, how do you tell if this has been clean or if this is just in, like, you know, AU condition or whatever? You know, he told me straight up that he knows for a fact that it wasn't clean. And then he showed me some examples of some that were. To be honest, I really couldn't tell, you know, so I'm not an expert at that, but I picked it up because it was really nice. And then I picked these up because they were toned. And some of these were toned really nice. You can't really see it on the camera, but it's got a little rainbow toning on the outside. So pick these up. Now I did start the video saying, or at least in my short, I started saying that, you know, I was going to use 150. I went a little over, you know, 170, but $20 over budget. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think you spend $20 on a drink out at the bar. So why not here, right? So then we also picked up, I believe it was $1.50 in Mercs. And, you know, it's coming a little harder to pick up some Mercs. So, and that's all he had. I'm like, well, that's perfect because that's kind of what I want to get if you have any available. This is a gold-plated Mercury dime. I thought it was pretty cool. Got it for the same price as the other one, so why not throw it in there? But he was really kind enough to, you know, sell them all to me at 21 face for everything. I mean, normally, you know, you have people that'll, or coin dealers that will sell the halves and quarters a lot more or a little bit more than your dimes, you know. But I thought it was pretty cool of him to, you know, to give me that deal. You know, I've been going there for quite some time. That's where I buy all my constitutional. You know, sometimes it's good deals like this. It used to be, I used to get them at 20, and, you know, and I think at one point I got them like at 18 times face. But, you know, spot prices are going up, they're going down. You just gotta, you know, catch them at the right time. So, you know, make sure you guys are following those spot prices, get in the deals when you can. Beginners, like I said, this was about $170 worth. Actually 165 because the flips were $5 for the pack. So 165 bucks for all this. Hey, that's not a bad beginner's deal right there. So and like I said, I was being transparent where I showed you exactly what I paid for them. So if anybody, I know that, you know, some people are around the country that are in some spots that are just ridiculous. I mean, some high prices like $28 times face for your constitutional. That's crazy. So if you guys want to hit me up, I do not mind, hitting up the dealer for you. You send me the money, I'll pay for them, or I'll pay for them first. You send me the money, I'll send them to you. You're just gonna have to pay for the shipping, but obviously you'll get the receipt, and you get the prices that I'm, my LCS is selling them at. So, but feel free to hit me up if you guys have any questions, if you want to get in on some deals, while the prices are down. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys got a little idea of what you should probably stack, or, leaning towards. I would stay away from, like I said in the other videos, stay away from high premiums, especially as a beginner. More than likely you're not going to see those premiums back, so you're just throwing your money away. Try to go for the generic rounds, generic bars. Try to stay, within $5 to $8 over spot if you can. If you could get under 5, that's even better. Constitutional right now, I think you're not going to see anything under 20. I'm pretty sure we're past those times. The constitutional, little by little, it's running out. People might not see it right now, but I think in a few years, I think these are going to go way up, because you're not going to be able to find them anymore. Obviously, they're not minting them anymore, so get them while you can. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I appreciate your time. Have a great weekend. Love y'all, and thank you very much for stopping by. Hit that like, hit that sub, and we'll see you on the next one.